So thanks for joining us. I know you guys made the trip out here. No jet lag.
Awake and dressed.
Right. So we actually just ran into each other, did a booth interview at SEMA out in Las Vegas a couple weeks ago. And you guys had a lot of traffic there at SEMA. Were you surprised being a software company and not having a fancy car and everything out front? I mean, there were a lot of people interested in the software.
I wasn't surprised at all. I mean, we had been going for a couple years beforehand, just kind of feeling out the show. And so we felt confident that showing up was going to be a good show for us.
Yeah, and you guys always have so we initially met probably around 2015, 16 at a trade show. And what drew me to your booth over everyone else's, and I can appreciate this because I'm a little OCD, you guys always have like the most professional looking setup and booth there. And people can just come up and access the software and scroll through and look at it in real time. So is that something that you find helps you connect with the clients, or what's probably your biggest draw? Is that what gets them to come to the booth and then they realize, hey, this is actually as good as it looks?
Yeah, we try to make it very inviting. The whole philosophy on the software is to make it simple to use and have a clean looking UI. So whenever we do, a marketing video, or if we have a trade show booth, we want to have that same presentation.
So big news, you guys had a Series A investment, $4.2 million. How are you guys utilizing that to grow the company?
So, you mentioned, first time you heard about us and we met was back in 15. Mm-hmm. And at the time we were really focused on paintless dent repair. That's where we had all of our estimating and invoicing modules were geared towards that. And so throughout the years, we've expanded into wheels and paint touch-up, and you were excited about going into the glass industry as well.
Right.
And so
we talked about that for several years, and I'm glad, yeah.
So we have all these features we want to do, and so programming takes time and it takes a lot of money. And so this investment is going to help us expedite some of the features and modules. And so you're going to see some changes likely in our glass module to expand that out and be a little more robust. And then we're also going to be expanding out our sales and marketing team. So just as a company in whole, we get to grow at a much faster rate. We've got a dedicated office now in San Antonio.
Yep.
Since you first met us. It's quadrupled in size.
Wow.
Our hours have expanded 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can reach us now by automated chat through the admin portal, text us, call us, social media. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible to reach us. And on top of that, we do monitor outside of business hours for heat case events. So we know some people are working evenings, weekends, and if there's an issue, we try to be aware and helpful if there's something keeping them from running their business.
Try to be the customer service that we want if we have to call in.
Right, and I think that's so important, especially from a software company support. Like, a lot of people aren't tech savvy. So they need that help and that support, and it's nice to know that someone is there. So where do you guys see yourselves maybe a year from now? Are you looking to expand coverage? I mean, we're paintless dent removal, we're in the autoglass industry now. I mean, what other?
So as we have more and more modules and we've expanded the modules, what we've done is made ourselves a really enticing product for larger companies because we can handle all these different services and we're set up to handle multiple technicians. We started to develop a product for these larger companies to analyze their data. So one of the big projects we're working on now is our analytics feature. And so what that does is it lets you go in and dive into your data and get a really great view of glass users, for example. They can now see the most common quadrant that they're doing repairs in. They can also see what the most common types of repairs they're doing, which one of their technicians are their top performers, drill down into outlier months and see why was that month overperforming or underperforming. So building out features, they're going to help smaller companies get large and help larger companies run their business better.
And this is the kind of data that you well, I guess you could to some extent with a ton of hours, but you just can't get this from paper invoices. I mean,
we've had other users that have switched into our analytics that used to spend hours, 10, 15 hours a week every week putting them into spreadsheets, and they still didn't pull as much data as what we have available in analytics.
Do you have like a VIN scan option?
Yeah, we can scan the VINs, whether it's done in a barcode, 2D code, or a QR code, which are going to be the three most common codes that you'll find on any car. So being able to scan those on your phone or your tablet, man, just what a time saver alone.
And I can speak firsthand for that. I don't have the neatest handwriting, so filling out paperwork and then getting back to the office like, oh, is that an 8? Is that a B? Then calling the customer, kind of looks unprofessional if you have to call them and ask them what their VIN number is or whatnot. So the VIN scan and keeping everything digital kind of simplifies it. The time management and time saving is astronomical with using software like this.
Because we give you the ability to send off a monthly statement. If you're not using an outside accounting software, you have the ability to create and send a monthly statement. So that was some of in the early days, we used to get calls from guys. It's like, so great, I created my monthly statement in my underwear watching a movie.
Right from home on the couch.
Sitting at home on the couch. And for those that do use an outside software such as QuickBooks or Hero, you can export your invoices from Mobile Tech RX and load them right into that, whether you're using QuickBooks Online or desktop or using Hero.
And available for Android and Apple devices?
Android and Apple, yes.
Phones and tablets.
So everyone has an equal playing field. It's usually everyone goes for the Apple device, and then, we'll get Google later down the road. So available on both platforms right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
And where's a good place for people to go and kind of check out more of the Mobile Tech RX information?
Just jump straight into the website, mobiletechrx.com. We just released a new website as well. And there's currently a Black Friday special, which will go into the beginning of December, which is going to give you that analytics feature we talked about. It'll let you use that for 15% off for a whole year.
Oh, wow. And is there a trial period where people can download it and test it out? Or?
Yes, 30-day free trial.
And that's
No
all the
contract.
time. That's a standard. The 30-day free trial is
No contract, no credit card.
Yep.
Wow. So just simple. So if you're not using it, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
Right. And during that 30-day free trial, you do have full access to our tech support.
Wow.
So you're not restricted. We got tons of how-to videos right in the tutorial section, both found in the app and on the website. Both on the website before you sign up and on the website in your back office portal after you've signed up.
Excellent. So if you're kind of on the fence, go to the website, download it for free, no credit card. I really like that because I always seem to forget to renew and then or cancel and people will get it. But I have a pretty good feeling that if someone does a 30-day trial, they'll probably stick with it. I mean, it is amazing software. It's really easy to use. I don't want to speak for all technicians out there, but for me personally, I'm not a fan of paperwork at all. So having access to something like this when I was in the field would have been a huge advantage to not only speed the job up, but I love data and to be able to just go in and kind of look. And can you see your each client, like how much business you're doing with each client monthly? So you know who to send the Christmas cards to?
Yeah, you can, in that analytics feature, you can even drill down and sort your clients by who you've done the most vehicles for, who you've invoiced the most for. You can then drill down into each one of these and see the percentage of business that they bring to your company. And you can get a breakdown of the different services you offer. So I know nowadays it's starting to become more common to offer more and more services. So a wheel repair guy may also include windshield chip repair. A glass technician may start including ceramic coating as an extra service that they offer at their shop, or window tint. And so we have all these modules built in, so it allows you to start estimating above and beyond your core business and then get a breakdown of which clients you're doing the most business at.
So I really appreciate you guys stopping by the studio. Black Friday, how long does that run for?
Till December the 3rd.
December 3rd. Free trial, 30-day trial is always?
Always.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks again so much for coming by the studio and spending time with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks, Jamie. I always have a great time talking with Autoglass.
We're always coast to coast. So now we're back on the East Coast. So hopefully maybe we can get down to Texas and check out the facility sometime.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Jamie.